Good morning, everyone. We're ready to get started with our webinar, Getting Ready for 2015. What do you want to have happen? This is a question that I ask my family all the time, and I've asked it for many years. So what is it that you want to have happen? And I'm going to ask that to you. What do you want to have happen in the year 2015? We're in our last month. We're getting kind of ready to frame ourselves for the month going forward. I'm Sherilyn Thomas, Certified Ideal Life Vision Coach, and I worked 13 years on Wall Street, had a wonderful, fabulous time, and now, and then I quit to be a stay-at-home mom. I have 4 children. My oldest is 13, my youngest is 7, and I love being a mom and have a great honor being an Ideal Life Vision Coach. Okay, so 2/3 of Americans will abandon their New Year's resolutions. I don't know, you probably have written your list down several times and put it in your drawer, and there it sits, never to be looked at again. Or maybe you work on it for, I don't know, maybe 4 weeks or so, and then it's poof, gone. So we want you to not be a statistic, but to get the skills that you need to take your goals and your finances to the next level this year, whatever level that is for you. Again, so the big question here is, what do you want to have happen? Think about it for a minute. For 2015, what is it that you truly, truly want to have happen? Is it something with your relationships? Is it a spiritual goal? You'd like to get some more meditation in or some journaling? Would you like to have some financial goals in place and achieve those? Do you have some physical or health goals that you want to accomplish? Or is it the year to take up a new instrument or a new sport or run a marathon or triathlon or something like that? What is it that you want to have happen in 2015? So Ideal Life Vision combines goal setting and affirmations, which are recorded in your own voice with Baroque music that you listen to every day. Life Vision is a great tool. It's way better than a vision board or just affirmations. It kind of combines all of that together. It's a personal mission statement with minute clarity, with specifics on what and when goals and dreams, with music and emotion, providing daily focus to change the neural pathways in your brain. So Ideal Life Vision focuses on these 5 areas: spiritual, financial and business, relationships, physical and health, and personal development. I like Ideal Life Vision so much because, having an MBA in international finance, I am more of a numbers and a concrete type person, yet I also have that softer side and want to have things, not just on paper and structured, but I like to also have the flexibility. So this wonderful tool, Ideal Life Vision, really marries those 2 things together. On the spiritual practices side, it's truly my belief that everything is centered around our core spiritual practices. So in this picture, we have God at the center, and then career, financial, physical, personal development, social, and family, all surrounding our spiritual practices. And whatever your own core spiritual practices are, your beliefs, and whatever your traditions may be, spirituality is found truly at the center of the wheel of life, and the center of everyone's wheel of life. The axle, or the heart and soul of all areas of our life, radiates from this, our spiritual core. And this quote is by Ann Webb, founder of Ideal Life Vision. So if our spiritual center is non-existent or is not functioning properly, any other movement of the wheel of life will be slowed or halted. It's really critical to have that spiritual core at the center. Those things can be meditation and journaling, prayer. It can be scripture study. It can be just walking in the woods and connecting with nature. There's many, many facets of which this can be utilized for your spiritual practices. Tiffany Peterson says that Ideal Life Vision is my very favorite goal setting and, more importantly, goal achieving tool. It's unique easy to implement process is one of a kind. I have achieved and manifested many key goals, everything from growing my own speaking and coaching business to tripling my income to attracting amazing and fulfilling relationships and connections. And Tiffany's a great coach with Lighthouse Principles, and she's the owner and founder of that. Nate here, he says, my life vision experience has been truly amazing. For the last few years, I have really been focusing on my goals. I've traveled the road of affirmations, visualization, and the ever popular post-it note all over your house strategy, but still nothing was able to get me clear on exactly what I wanted in my ideal life. Skipping down, I now live in the house I scripted. I moved to the neighborhood I wanted to live in. I have achieved several financial goals. Personal relationships are coming into my life, and my professional life is beginning to take shape, just like I scripted it. So that's another example of great success with Ideal Life Vision. Alyssa Theory, one of my clients, she said, I have enjoyed listening to my Ideal Life Vision. It has given me hope for the future and what I can become. I feel I can accomplish and change things that seemed difficult or that I was too busy to fit in. I feel my relationships changing as I'm becoming my ideal self. Here's a picture of her home. They're about to close on their new home. They were able to, in the down market of Las Vegas, get a 4.4% interest rate in the new market where they are in another state. And they saved a significant amount of money for their down payment. They sold their home with $26,000 to put towards their down payment pile of funds, and it was only $4,000 short of the amount that she put in her Ideal Life Vision. It was really amazing, she says, to watch as we would get money here, a bonus there, and we were able to make money on the sale of our house instead of just breaking even. And the things that I wrote down with clarity seemed to come to pass with ease and came very close, if not exact, to what I had written. It has been a humbling and hope-filled experience. Another great success. Here's one by Sheree Burton. Ideal Life Vision training has been amazing for my doTERRA team. More personally for me, I've been a doTERRA Diamond for some time, but was lacking in clarity. Clarity in how to have greater influence, inspire my leaders, and balance family and business. After training and doing the work suggested, I had more insight into my vision, business, family, and life than ever. Within 4 months of writing and recording my doTERRA Life Vision, we went Blue Diamond, doubled our income, and all of my frontline leaders became completely focused on becoming diamonds themselves. So a great success from Sheree Burton on implementing her Ideal Life Vision. Elizabeth Anderson, my Ideal Life Vision helped me manifest being crowned Mrs. Utah in 2012. Running the business of my dreams, being on the cover of a magazine, being a featured television guest many times, touring all over China, creating a beautiful relationship with my husband, and more. Here's one from Richard Worthington of New Skin. Nothing was ever created without a clear vision, and Ideal Life Vision will help anyone achieve that. Set yourself and your business up for greater growth by taking part in this life-changing program. I know I have, and it has done amazing things for me. Okay, here's another one for Kimberly King. I probably put too many in here. So anyway, Ideal Life Vision truly impacted my business and life more than I could have imagined. This program helps you create incredible faith, which propels you to take action. It helped me to get absolute clarity and focus on my goals and the next steps I need to take to get to the next level in my business and relationships. I don't know if you've noticed the pattern. I'm certainly a pattern person. I notice patterns really well. I wanted to draw your attention to the pattern that's showing up. All of these people have talked about the clarity and the focus that they have had as a result of doing Ideal Life Vision. And I have had the exact same thing, much clarity and focus. I'm not going to, in the interest of time, I'm not going to play this introduction video, but it's on my YouTube channel if you want to search for me, Sherilyn Thomas, on YouTube. And it's Rise Up Ideal Life Vision, Rise Up ILV. You'll probably find it that way. So Ideal Life Vision is, again, focusing on 5 areas of your life: spiritual, financial and business, relationships, physical health, and personal development. because we can't just focus on one aspect of our lives. We really are a whole person, and we need to look at the whole approach. So Ideal Life Vision combines goal setting and affirmations recorded in your own voice with music that you listen to daily. So the reason it's recorded in your own voice is because your own voice is your most believable voice. And so you always have this self-talk and chatter going. So if you're driving down the road and you're in your car by yourself and the radio's off, pretty much you're probably talking to yourself a little bit. That self-chatter of, okay, next I need to do this, and then this, and what about that conversation I had? What do I need to do to resolve that? That kind of talk. And so because we talk to ourselves that way, so much of it oftentimes is not positive, it's negative. And so this life vision actually puts positive self-talk in there, but also it's very specific clarity and focus on what our goals are and our action plan to achieve those goals. So life vision becomes way better than a vision board or just simple affirmations. It's not just, I am wonderful, I'm going to be this great person, I will achieve this, this, and this. It's not that, because it's actual real nuts and bolts stuff. And so I really appreciate that this is actually a true format and goal setting strategy that has great clarity and focus, but not only that, it has depth. Life vision is a personal mission statement with minute clarity, specifics on what and when goals and dreams, with music and emotion providing daily focus to change the neural pathways in the brain and to offset all that negative chatter that we generally have. Okay, so Napoleon said, take time to deliberate, but when the time for action comes, stop thinking and go in. I like to think of Ideal Life Vision as is a strategy. It's a strategy and an action plan for achieving your goals. The essence of strategy is choosing what not to do, by Michael B. Porter. And then by Miyamoto Musashi, perception is strong and sight weak. In strategy, it's important to see distinct things as if they were close, and to take a distance view of close things. Alvin Toffler said, you've got to think about big things while you're doing small things so that all the small things go in the right direction. I actually love that one. So if you think about big things when you're doing small things, then the small things go in the right direction. I always tell my children it's important to do your homework every day, because then you're prepared for your tests. Kind of simple little strategy. You have to focus on the daily habits, and then all of the big events occur with success. Colin Powell, he said, perpetual optimism is a force multiplier. So that's a good quote to think about. All right, so are you working in your ideal career or field? I'm going to talk about this for just a tiny second. It's time to really figure this out and get it figured out through journaling, through dreaming, and visioning upon what you want to have happen. You can just take this one step at a time. Think about, what is it that's your very next step? What is it that's blocking you, and what is it that's your very next step that you need to do? So if you are currently in your ideal career field, what is it that is your very next step towards success, towards your next goal? And if you're not in your ideal field, then what is your next step to entering in that ideal field? Is it that you need to get further education? Is it that you need to make efforts to go to certain networking events? What is your very next single step that you can do actually in the next 3 to 5 days? What is the next step that you need to do? And then what's the next step past that? And then longer term, where would you like to be in the next year? In 2015, what do you want to have happen? What do you want to accomplish? Where do you want to be? And then broadcast that forward 5 years and then 10 years. Think about very specifically what actions you need to take to get yourself there. We talked about some of those, what those ideas might be. And then what skills or education do you need to get there? We all have current beliefs, and we need to shift some of those current beliefs. So if you have a current belief that you're poor, we need to shift that to become, I am the first in my generation to have the gift of abundance. If you're always late, you can shift that to, I am always on time. If you're kind of feeling stagnant in the mire, you can shift that to, I love change and I see great opportunities ahead. If you're feeling stuck, I am freely moving forward. If everything seems hard or difficult or a lot of pain to accomplish your goals, then switch that to, it's easy for me to accomplish my goals. So we're going to shape some shifted beliefs. And then we need to pack that with emotion. We can't just say these beliefs and then just kind of leave it hanging there. So pack it with some emotion, some motivation of why you want this to happen, and what you will do to, how you will feel as a result of accomplishing these goals. So financially, this is an example from someone's financial ideal life section. Financially, I have the ideal life. This year, I earn $175,000 per year, and this allows me to take care of all the temporal needs of my family. I meet all of my financial obligations with ease. I have extraordinary money handling capabilities and have mastered the finances for both my personal and family financial affairs. I average 4 new planning clients and 6 insurance clients per month. The most important thing I do is to work is to prospect. I'm a great, consistent master prospector. Because I'm so good at it, I love to do it every day from 9 to 10. Nothing deters me from my prospecting. I get at least 3 qualified leads from all of my clients, and I always call them within 2 days. I love to call new people. I am persuasive and charming. People want to meet with me and be associated with me because I am so smart and congenial. Most people I meet become my clients. I am marvelously organized. I use my time efficiently. Every hour I stop and ask myself, what is the most effective thing I can do right now? And then I do it. When I'm at work, I am totally concentrated on my work. My immense creative powers are unleashed, and I approach every minute with enthusiasm and brilliance. So you can see there's a lot of emotion in there. So maybe somebody would think that, oh yeah, this is just a lot of hoopla, but it's actually really helpful as you hear yourself speak this with music going in the background. It's a very calm and relaxing, and it just gives you kind of that deep breath of, okay, I've got this, I can do this. So I would like to invite you to explore further. Are you looking for balance and spiritual practices to help give presentations with ease and confidence? Are you searching for real tools that will help propel you forward in 2015? Do you want to be firing on all pistons when it comes to your business, financial, relationships, spiritual, physical health, and personal development goals? So I invite you to a discovery coaching call, and it's a powerful 30-minute complimentary coaching session with me. And it will help you to create your own ideal life. There's no obligation, but just let's sit down and have a power chat. You can schedule that by sending an email to me at riseupilv@gmail.com. You can also visit my blog at riseupilv.wordpress.com. Okay, so I'd like to also invite you to participate in a 7-week webinar workshop series that starts Wednesday, December 10th. It's called Clarity, Influence, and Inspiration, Your Ideal Life Vision. So this powerful 7-week webinar series is about taking some time and space for yourself to get crystal clear on what you want your ideal life to look like in 2015. It's a time to look inward as you reflect on the ideal you in all areas of your life. And I will guide you to find what it is that you want to create and have happen in 2015. So you won't just learn how to create a life vision, you will actually walk away with a 7 to 10 page written with minute detail vision that will be recorded in your own voice, which is your most believable voice. As this vision imprints upon your subconscious, it will be automatically put into action, and you can join us as we create your own ideal life vision. Your experience will include designing a powerful vision for your life using proven techniques to imprint this vision on your subconscious mind, clarifying your vision and purpose, and that is really clear. That is really important, that it's a clear vision and purpose. And then creating a strategy game plan that works for you every day with those next steps. What is the very next step? What is the very next step? And thinking all the way through that strategy and game plan. And then filling your life with the dreams you've always wanted to experience. And then learning how music is a tool to deliver information to your brain in the most effective manner. So this webinar series is 7 Wednesdays starting on December 10th. We're going to skip Christmas Eve, December 24th, and then we'll go through January 28th. So like a month and a half focused on our ideal life vision and getting that crafted and created. So we'll do a webinar series from noon to 1 Pacific time, online webinar. So for more information about that, you can contact me at riseupilv@gmail.com. The tuition is $247, but this includes also 6 months access to the Ideal Life Vision website and online program, which is a huge value. It's a huge, seriously, it's a huge value. There is so many videos in there and prompts for you to think about, and just a lot of really good information and tools of how to craft it. And then once your Ideal Life Vision is written and recorded, then you'll need to redo it every few months, because guess what? You're going to be accomplishing your goals. You need to rewrite it for your next set of goals. So having access for 6 months is a huge, huge value, because as you move forward and accomplish those goals, it will set you on a completely different trajectory path to accomplishing much more than you would without it, for sure. Excuse me. In addition, I'm doing a live event on December 13th in Pleasanton, California. Registering today is $149, and that will be a 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. workshop, and will complete your Ideal Life Vision in that day. After today, it's $197. To register for that, just send me a note to riseupilv@gmail.com and say register Pleasanton live event. That will be fine. Or you can go to this website, the tinyurl.com/Q7DNESN. That's the tiny URL, Q7DNESN. And it's Clarity, Influence, and Inspiration, your Ideal Life Vision in Pleasanton, California. So also, if you act today, there's a little mini offer I wanted to give you as well. So for a mini one-on-one coaching, I offer 50 minutes, one 50-minute session with a critique of one of your sections of your Ideal Life Vision, and 6 months access to that complete program and website with all those videos and tutorials and little prompts and things like that in it. And in this 50-minute coaching call, I'll walk you through each point of, not each point because there's too many, but several aspects and points of interest on that website. You can do that again by scheduling an email with the subject line today at riseupilv@gmail.com for the mini coaching offer. Okay, so I've found many times that it's very common for people to start their New Year's resolutions and then have a procrastination problem. So procrastination is the thief of time, so color it, by Charles Dickens, David Copperfield. And then Karen Lamb says, a year from now, you may wish you had started today. And then Steve Maraboli, he said, if you hang out with the chickens, you're going to cluck, and if you hang out with the eagles, you're going to fly. So I invite you to fly and to soar with that and enjoy your ideal life for 2015. In addition, I offer some accountability groups, up to 10 people with me, and that's just to help you stay on track to the holidays. I'm going to be forming a group actually in January, a group of 10, and that's $99 a month for 2 months to have that accountability program. And lastly, I want to just thank you for listening on today. I I really enjoy being an Ida Life Vision coach. It's an honor for me to help people. And as I'm helping people, we truly do work on some really deep level things for aspects of people's lives. People's relationships can be healed and mended. People's finances can be healed and mended. Health, lots of things. Many people have goals to lose weight or drop sugar from their lives or add in fruits and vegetables naturally or various different things like that. And I really truly have the deepest pleasure of having real insights into my clients' deepest concerns and goals. And I want to just tell you that I truly appreciate the honor that it is for me to work with you, and I respect the trust that you extend to me. So thank you again for your time and for your interest in advance. Okay, a couple last things that we need to do. There should be a displayed pop-in that comes up on your screen. And that will, if you click the little yellow button on the right side, it says I'm interested, that will connect you to and sign up for a free coaching call. And I think that's it. All right, so thank you again for your time, and we'll hope to have you on another webinar very soon, and looking forward to working with you. Bye.